What's going on YouTube? Crypto Matrix here, coming at you with another cryptocurrency stream. And guys, what is going on with the Bitcoin price right now? We had a nice bull flag painted, we pumped up, but guys, then we had a massive dump. What pattern is going to play out next? Guys, I'm going to tell you that straight away. And guys, we have so much to go over today. I wanted to talk about Philcoin, which is on a massive pump. And guys, is Electroneum going to hold? We have a lot to go over today. Be sure to subscribe and like, and I'm going to dive right into the price action. All right, guys. So we definitely had this very clear wedge or bull flag here. And what's nice is we did end up painting up to a target. And it's nice because I was, it was the middle of the night for me, and I got woken up to alerts and got my sale off. And then I'm talking next candle, we dumped down. I mean, if I was awake during this, I would have actually bought this down here. Okay, and went very aggressive and went for it, and it would have worked out really nicely for me. Go figure. But the reality was, guys, is we can't foresee something like this really happening. Okay, the only way we can actually catch something like this is in the volume right here. Okay, so for instance, you go to even the EMAs. I mean, we didn't have a fast cross there, even going down to the 15-minute. Zoom out right there. They crossed right here at like 59. So for instance, there was kind of no way to really know. Like, we played back into this wedge for a brief moment. And guys, we broke down. It's what's called a flash crash. Okay, guys? And those things happen all the time. Okay, they really do. You got to think this was a very tiny one. Okay, this was only 5%. Okay, the reality is in the previous bull runs, we've seen some hitting 20, some hitting 30% in just over a few hours, guys. Like, that's the reality I want you guys to understand. And that's the one thing that's going to probably get you guys in leverage. You're going to get a flash crash every once in a while, okay? And the only way to catch it is to watch the volume moving average here and watch for it to actually pump above. Now, yes, obviously you can pull up Bollinger Bands, okay? And see a big widening. Okay, let me pull that up so it's clear for you. For instance, we broke the median way down here. There's no indication here, guys. So the trick is to always look at the volume. When you notice the volume punching up above the moving average, you can expect a big move coming in. And guys, that was the clear indication that this was going to drop off if you were watching. Okay, check that volume. Okay. Now, what's going to happen with the Bitcoin price moving forward? Okay. Well, there is a pretty clear pattern. Let me pull it up for you guys. All right, guys. So let me draw this pattern for you. Okay. So we've got another diamond top forming out right here. All right. And we don't know exactly how far it'll go over. But as we know, this is a reversal pattern. Okay, that's why they call it a diamond top. So for instance, you have to lead into it from point of breakout. Okay, let's just say let's say right there. And then move it over to here. Let's say we break out to the downside, do a nice swing. So our projected target is actually basically the bottom of the diamond, around 57,000, assuming we actually break out to the downside. Okay, guys? Now, again, what I'm looking for, if that's going to happen, is the volume, the Bollinger Bands, okay? Specifically, the EMAs, okay? And there's a combination of many other indicators you can use, guys, but the EMAs tell a really great story. I like them very much, in combination with the volume. This is one of the best reads out there. Okay, so for instance, pull up your 55, your 20, your 7. Okay, we could already see the 7 has had a cross. Okay, we're reaching back towards the 55. And then even we just bump up to the hourly from the 15. Zoom in a little bit. We still haven't made the cross back on the 7 to the 20 yet. So that's a good sign in the short term. And let's be real here, guys. We're still bullish. As soon as we broke above the 55-day estimated moving average way back here, okay, we've been bullish ever since. Okay, so there was a brief moment here overnight where there was some worry, guys, because we briefly broke it for a few candles. Even a doji right there screaming indecision. Okay, but lots of rejections of lower prices. And guys, waiting for this breakout to happen. Okay, so that's what I'm looking at in the Bitcoin price action. Again, guys, if we break out to the upside, watch it to break the resistance here at around 59. Let's say 59.3. Okay, so we'll put one over here at 59.3-ish. So let's say right there. Okay. And then if we were to break to the downside, guys, watch for it to play out through here. But if it is going to break to the downside, it'll probably break like right there. Probably like right there. Okay, so if I had to put a stamp on it, let's say around 58, let's say 58.6, okay? Okay, so if we're gonna have a breakdown, that's exactly where I'll be looking to go short there, okay guys? So again, the red will be the short, and the green will be the long scenario, okay guys? And just remember to set your stop losses so in case there's a big fake out, like for instance, we've had lots of fake outs, okay? We go back over to the other chart. For instance, we were in this big ascending wedge, which is obviously a bearish pattern, okay? Those tend to break down to the downside, and they can technically go all the way down to the bottom of the wedge, okay? So when we broke out of it to the right here, it was really nice, actually, that we got a good bounce off of where I showed you guys the VPVR was. Okay, remember that's a major point of support. So we definitely played off of that. Basically, we didn't quite touch it, but we came really close. And guys, we got to see how this plays out. You can't just always assume Bitcoin is just going to go up and up and up. It is a unique currency. You know, it's one of a kind. Yes, there's thousands of other cryptocurrencies out there, but you know, Bitcoin does lead the pack. Okay guys, you really got to start to understand that when Bitcoin makes moves, so do many other coins. Yes, all these projects are separate, but with the popularity of Bitcoin, you can almost expect when a big move happens that something else will happen in many of the alts. Okay guys, so one alt that is having a massive run now is Phil. Let me pull that up for you guys here. All right guys, look at this right here. I mean, I couldn't be happier with this. Let's just zoom out for a second so I can show you guys all the way where I got in back here. So guys, I got in all the way back here with 3 big buys. And man, I just couldn't be happier. I think we're on our way breaking 200 maybe within the week. And I could even be modest. We could be bumping up to 250, guys. It's extremely exciting. So anyone who's taken my fill call, you know, put it in the comments. I want to see how much money you guys have made. This is just incredible. Up 904% in the last 3 months, guys. Congratulations to anyone who's taken my fill call this year, because you are sitting in massive profit. Okay guys, and just for transparency, a lot of people ask me, when am I planning on selling these alts? You have so many alts, you know, should you take profit? How should you do that? Well guys, the real answer is you got to attack your portfolio based on a case-by-case basis. Everybody's different. Everybody has different needs, different values, everything. Me personally, what I'm going to be doing is selling a majority of my alts, except for some of my bigger projects like Electroneum. And I'm going to be, selling them at the peak of this bull run, a good portion, anywhere from 50 to 80% of them, okay? And then I'll be waiting for the bottom of the bear market to do a giant buy or several giant buys, okay? And then after that, I will be accumulating again during the accumulation phase. Expansion phase, I will take some profits, and then as the reaccumulation phase enters back again, I will start my final accumulation before the massive bull run, probably the last one of my time that I'll be paying attention to in the near future. I mean, I'm going to be in, cryptocurrency my whole life, it seems, but the reality is that, the peak of this bull run and then the next one, I'm going to be, 10 years older, at least. So a lot changes in time. My kids are going to be much older. I'm going to be probably taking more profits then to pay for a lot of stuff in my kids' lives. And guys, I want you to really understand that's how far ahead I'm projected. I almost have all the way up to my death projected in stability for my family, and that's just an amazing thing. And remember, guys, a few years ago, I didn't have a lot of money, so the reality is cryptocurrency has really changed my life, and it's because of buys like this. I have nothing but very solid buys over here, guys. I mean, I could go on and on and on about all of these amazing buys we've had. But guys, I just hope you are taking some of these trades yourself, taking some of these buys I'm putting down, because if so, you've really changed a good portion of your life already through trade. And that's really what I'm going here for, guys. I want you guys to become self-sufficient traders and navigate the cryptocurrency minefield with ease. And I can't stress this enough, guys. If you want to become a student and learn how to trade like a pro, inbox me today at bitcoindeathstar@gmail.com. I'm happy to help you while I can. The reality is I'm very close to maxed out basically already, and I can only take so many more people. So I want to help as many of you as I can. The ultimate goal is for you guys to not need me and to make the money on your own, okay? And I'll be very transparent. Every single student so far has made more money than they've paid me, for instance, maybe with an exception of one or two. But guys, let's be real here. You can't save everybody. And if everybody, listened to everything I said to a T, they wouldn't make any mistakes. But the reality is trading's tough. So that's why it's very important having a guide early stages so you make less mistakes, make more profitable decisions on your trades. And I can't stress enough, guys, I wish I had something like that growing up, especially over the last 15 years. Because the reality is my financial advisor did not make me very much money. They kept steering me away from crypto. And in all honesty, if I would have pulled out sooner, I would be, an 8-figure man. But I'm not, so I have to work up to where I want to be. And I think, the people that are exploring their financial freedom by becoming a student are just way ahead of the curve compared to even people just watching the YouTube channel. I swear to God. And all I can say, guys, if you're looking to explore your financial freedom, becoming a student is the way to go. I did want to briefly talk about Electroneum quick. Let me pull that up for you guys. But I'm going to be real short, okay, guys? I'm just going to be real short and sweet. We had a very scary moment, okay? We broke down below the trend line, but then we broke back up, guys. So we're not out of the woods, but, it's looking better than it was, for instance, overnight. I was definitely worried. We broke down below 0.03, okay? And that would be, as I always say, the trend is your friend until the end. So, we've got to hold this trend line, okay? That is very important. We've been breaking through these supports, okay? But we got some support there. Okay, so let's just see how this plays out moving forward. Remember, combine your indicators, your EMAs, your Bollinger Bands, your Stotts, your volume, all of that. Okay, guys? Notice down here the negative volume coming in. Guys, let's be very real. Way back here, I was talking about this drop coming. Guys, I knew it was coming. That is the beauty of technical analysis. This is just the 23% drop that I've been talking about, which has happened. Each one of these drops is basically 23%. Okay, guys, this is just part of the plan. As we expand up further, okay, the moves seem more drastic, but the percentage value is actually very close to the same. So, guys, when it came down to all the facts laying out, we got the bounce. Again, we're not out of the woods, but as long as we can hold this trend and get as far away from this trend line as possible towards the end of the peak of the bull cycle for Bitcoin, that's going to be a very good sign for Electroneum, guys. And let's be real here. A lot of people do not understand the economics of Electroneum very clearly. I've even seen many comments that are just very negative about Electroneum, and you guys just don't know what you're doing or talking about. And I feel bad for you because it's obviously changed my life, and many people who I've influenced to buy Electroneum, it's changed theirs. And let's be real, Electroneum itself is changing many people's lives across the globe. So just an amazing project, guys. I will not be sleeping on this one. And guys, that is all the time I have for today. Just amazing times in cryptocurrency. I couldn't be happier with the way things are playing out. And guys, Phil just having an amazing pump. I am glad I got in on that one, guys. I'm just a Gemini shark, to be transparent there, guys. And obviously do a lot of your own homework. But whenever something gets released on a big exchange, you can expect a dump and then a price pump, almost religiously. I've seen it time and time again. It's interesting how everyone buys in right when they hear about something. And then again, they forget, sell the news fact. So they buy in, everyone sells, they sweat, and then people buy that dip like religiously. Like, come on, guys. That's what you have to do. Same thing happened with Electroneum, basically. We started over at 22 cents, dumped, and I was mining, like I said, and then I bought the bottom, reaccumulated during the accumulation phase, and guys, I couldn't be happier. There is a science to all this. There is a science. The more you understand, the more you can make profitable trades, guys. And man, I've made more in the last few years than I've made in my whole life. Quite simply. And I know many of you who have gotten involved with me are in the same boat. So congratulations, guys. This is only the beginning. There is much more to come. Guys, remember, if you don't come from a rich family must come from you. And with cryptocurrency, I make it as easy as just riding that wave. Guys, I am Crypto Matrix. I'll catch you guys later.